Hey, welcome back to the Snack Run Podcast.
My name is Ryan Hernia, a.k.a. Konoha Cafe, a.k.a. Never Lose Heart, and this is the Snack Run Podcast.
What's up, guys? I'm Brady, and why girls wearing bikini is acceptable and fashionable, but when I do it, it's public indecency.
That could be a lot of reasons, brother, but mainly because that was a schoolyard. You're wearing a bikini.
Tomato. Who's gonna tell?
Potato.
If you like anime, if you like pop culture, I think this is gonna be the podcast for you.
I think so too. We talk everything Netflix, anime, TV shows, trending movies, etc. We'd like to just keep it kind of broad. Our first half is always TV shows, movies, Netflix shows, whatever's trending, and the second half is always going to be anime and manga. So we like to have a little something for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
it's all good, all good.
Yeah. So episode 3. I mean.
Wow, we made it.
I was saying, who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? I would not guess.
Not me.
I was quitting day one.
Yeah, dude. We were building the set. No
with
joke.
Our bare man hands.
Yeah, with our man hands.
We're like, oh, we're men, and we're bare.
We were in the parking lot of, I think, Marshall's, and we were trying to get some like set props. Mm-hmm. And then Brady, when we were getting out the door, he was like, "Oh, all right, let's just call it. That's it. We're done."
I was like,
that's as far as we got.
I spent $10. I'm tired. I have a migraine. I can't do it anymore.
I was like, Brady, we haven't really started yet. He's like, ah.
But isn't that the journey? Quitting before starting.
Isn't that like every like Gen Z?
Gen Z squad.
Okay, like real talk though, everyone that I've told that we were starting a podcast, like it's either one or two responses. If we start a podcast, it's one or two responses usually. Yeah. It's like, one, can I be on your podcast? And
can I do that?
I'm like, yeah. Get on up here, you silly kid.
You silly bonkers kiddo.
And then the second response is, yeah, I thought about starting a podcast.
Yeah, we all thought about starting a podcast. We all been there.
Yeah, so those are legitimately the two responses I usually get, and then later it's like, oh, what's it about? Like, so I mean,
usually
not making fun of those guys.
Yeah, usually the two responses I get is I ask or I say, hey, yo, we're starting a podcast. Usually the first one is, oh, really, that's cool, and then the second one is, why are you naked? And I'm like,
again. Can't do that at playgrounds.
No, okay.
But it's okay for dogs to do it.
My dog. Talking about dogs.
Oh, cool segue. Go on, Brady. Pivot.
My dogs.
You got this.
My dogs are barking. Art. Okay, please don't do that.
So, I want to talk about two main things that I watched this week.
Okay.
So, the first one being Infinity Pool.
Infinity Pool?
Yes. So, Infinity Pool. Oh, my drink's so far away. Hold on.
No. That means I'm gonna have to occupy the audience while you're gone. Wow, you're so far away.
This episode of the Snack Run Podcast is brought to you by Cane's. That's right, baby. We got our first real sponsor, and our last because they didn't actually sponsor us.
Yeah, we're actually gonna get a copyright strike. For using their name.
No.
They're going to be like, oh, we don't want those chumps using. We can't let people know those people eat our chicken.
We're going to chicken strip them down of every dollar they got.
That's at least $3.
Yeah. After this podcast set.
Anyway, would you watch Infinity What's-Its-Face?
Yeah. So, Infinity Pool.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
Infinity Pool is your favorite kind of movie. It's disturbing horror.
I love horror. I love horror movies.
Shut up. It's actually pretty scary.
Shut up.
And no, you can talk. I just don't want you to be.
I'm getting comfortable.
I don't want you to be using your mouth to talk.
No, I'm getting comfortable.
Use your body.
Oh yeah, this is comfortable. I don't know if I'm in the shot.
So Infinity Pool is a brand new movie out in theaters right now, and apparently, like the advertisements are saying that it's like, it's being advertised as like one of the best horror movies to come out like this year, and it actually I think maybe the first horror movie to come out this year.
Go on.
Well, I mean, is Megan like a horror movie?
It's like a thriller.
An
like
action thriller.
Michael Jackson thriller.
Oh, sick. Is he still alive?
No comment.
In our hearts, he is.
Damn right.
So Infinity Pool is awesome. I mean, actually, I don't know. So It's one of those movies that I looked up on my phone, and I'm not the kind of guy who's like really picky about the movies I watch. I'll literally just watch almost anything in theaters because like I had the movie pass.
Yeah.
I have the AMC movie pass, which allows me to see 3 movies a week.
Brag about it.
It's $20 a month, and you get essentially like 12 movies a month if you wanted to.
Now that's a deal.
It actually is, TBH. I go a lot, and so I saw Infinity Pool, and it's like. And I can see the board of directors and the whole staff like fighting their hardest to get this movie approved for theaters because holy shit, it has some really disturbing imagery.
Really?
Like there's like a 6-minute like orgy scene. 6 minutes.
6 minutes, and you watched the whole thing?
Yeah, and I didn't cover my eyes one time.
But is that like how it started? Is that
No.
like to draw people in?
No.
It was like
here's
an orgy, enjoy it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, oh wow, this is not what I was advertised.
It's
so
not what I signed up for.
Please shut up. The basic premise is that this married couple, are in a third world country for vacation, and the main character, the guy, he is in this country for inspiration for his next book.
Interesting.
And he wrote one book like 6 years ago, and it sucked ass, and no one liked it. And he's trying to write the sequel novel right now.
Oh my gosh.
And his wife is the rich one, basically. So they're there,
Classic.
hanging out, and I can't even begin to really describe this movie. It's crazy, and it's really scary.
Oh,
Yeah. So keep your socks on, Brady. I know you're about to shit yourself.
I know.
I might need something to wipe with. So the basic premise of Infinity Pool is that this fictional country, I think it's fictional. I'm pretty sure it's a fictional country. When you commit a crime in this country, since you're American, they know they have money. Americans have money essentially. So they don't.
It's true.
And in this fictional country, if you commit a crime, like 90% of the time, you pay for it with your life, so you die.
Oh wow.
But instead of killing Americans, they give them the option to be cloned. And then, so...
That's like a twist.
Yeah.
That's a huge twist.
Right.
I thought it was going to be like really like surreal and realistic.
It gets a little bit crazier.
Oh my.
This guy accidentally kills this dude as he's walking. He's driving down the country road. He's really sleepy. He accidentally hits and kills this dude. Completely kills him. And then the next day, he's supposed to be executed by one of the family members. The family members are supposed to watch him die. Because like that's how they do in this country.
Yeah.
And then the government's like, you know what? You got money. We're gonna clone your ass, and then we're gonna send the clone to be killed in your place. And it's really creepy how they clone him. And then 2, watching himself die. And so he watches himself get executed.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's like you, Brady. Let's say that like you stole from a grocery store and you're supposed to be killed in this third world country.
Yeah.
And instead, you wake up, you now have a clone, and you're gonna watch yourself die by stabbing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But does the clone has any like memories or anything?
It has every memory, every emotion.
Does it know it's a clone?
No, it doesn't know it's a clone, which becomes a problem later because they're like, we don't even know if we're the fucking clones or not because our memories carry over from where we last left off.
Does it get to a point where you could clone someone more than once, or is like once the max?
And so, right, that kind of becomes the thing too is that this guy gets caught up in the wrong crowd. This writer gets caught up in the wrong crowd, and it's like a rich crowd who do whatever they want in this country because they have money and they just keep getting cloned over and over again. And they keep watching themselves get cloned over and over again. And then at one point, the writer is like beating the shit out of a guard who has a bag over his head. And then he opens the bag up. And you see that it's him that he's beating the shit out of.
What
and
the
they're
fuck?
like, ha, we pulled a prank. We called the government to have you cloned one more time just for this one night.
The fuck?
It's really fucking weird. And then
Dog.
this one character's like, no, don't be a pussy about it. Come on. Like, wouldn't it be kind of funny if you guys both had sex with me? Like, you and your clone can team me. And she's like being serious. It's really crazy. And there's so much crazy, scary, graphic, like visuals.
The fuck?
Yeah, and there's a 6-minute orgy.
With like clones?
with clones,
What the
with the real characters. And it's really upsetting too because like the Ryder character, he went to the island with to get away from for vacation.
Yeah.
His wife ended up going back to America because she's like, I can't handle this, and he stays with his new friends, and they all just start having sex with each other, and it's really upsetting because she's really sweet and takes care of him. And like it's hard for me to watch because I'm like, dude, like you have like a really great girl, who's like loves you and she's super hot and everything, and like, but you choose these weirdos to hang out with over. Oh man. Anyway, it was really uncomfortable the whole time. It was good though.
That sounds super trippy. Like it's kind of hurting my brain.
Yes.
Yeah. It could also be like me dying of heat stroke right now, but it's like hurting my brain.
Is
just
it hot
think,
in here?
yeah.
If you open the window, it'll cool down hella.
It's
fast.
always hot when I'm around.
Because like you're gassy.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, that's super trippy, man. Was it more of like psychological? Like, was it like, how was the imagery? How was the psychological impact? Was it just like crazy? Like on like, let's say scale level. Like, was it one of the craziest movies you've probably seen?
No, not the craziest. Well, it's got maybe top 25, top 20.
Yeah.
Crazy movies I've ever seen.
I think for me, it just sounds like it would be crazy, like mentally. Like imagine like doing this or that with your clone who doesn't know he's a clone, who has like just as much as human like emotions and feeling as you do.
Exactly.
If they were just like faceless blobs or this or
like
that.
mindless versions of you.
Yeah, then like okay, maybe,
No,
but like they're
clone
actually people.
They clone you with all your emotions and memories intact. And so
that's crazy.
Yeah, and so it's crazy because at one point one of them is saying something like, we don't even know if we're actually the clones or not, or if we're the originals, because like we black out when they clone us.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So they black out
because the clone remembers getting cloned.
Everything. Oh. And at one point they commit a crime, and and then they go to their cell, and they're all laughing about it because they know they have money. They can just pay for another clone, essentially. And they get taken over to the execution room, and they get executed. And you're like, what the heck? They just executed the originals. And then it pans over to like the double glass windows, and the clones are in there watching them get killed.
Oh, because that's the thing. Like, is there a plot or is there like a scene in a movie where you don't know who's the original and who's the clone?
That's kind of kind of it. What's going on?
That's
and so like
crazy.
you follow the characters to the cell and then to the execution room, and then they're confused as to why they're not being cloned.
Yeah,
but they already were. So they might have been killing the originals.
That's bonkers.
Right, and so it's a psychological like graphic. It's very upsetting. Some parts are very upsetting, and the end is pretty trippy too. The actors do a really good job. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that like I can't suggest this movie.
Yeah.
I can't tell people, hey, go watch this movie. As like a Christian man, I can't really suggest like anyone to go see this really. As a person who loves movies and film, if you really love horror movie, go see this one.
Yeah, I guess if you really want to make yourself like uncomfortable and feel a certain way, this would be the movie for them, I guess.
Right, and it is uncomfortable in a few ways too.
Oh my!
Like
Lord.
I think the part for me that made me so upset. One of the parts that was really upsetting was that like he like blatantly kind of like slowly took to like, these other people and to this girl and everything that wasn't his wife, and I'm like, dude, come on, bro, come on, like that part to me was like, kind of upsetting too, and like. I think one part that was really wacky was like when he beat the shit out of himself. Yeah. Because he took the bag off the person, and it was just himself he was beating. He was fucking up.
Maybe it's like that deeper meaning, man. Like, don't beat yourself because at the end of the day, you're just harming your own infections.
That or don't go to a third world country and commit crimes.
Oh yeah, and clone yourself. Oh, a quick question before we move on. Is there cloning in like other countries, or is that like that's the country?
It takes place all in this country.
Okay, I wonder if there's cloning like stuff like that in other countries, or if like it's just that country what does the cloning.
I think it's just that country. It's just like a cool concept they explore, and I think it's a fictional country. I really think it's fictional.
You don't think there's actually cloning out there?
Well, I mean, honestly, I read some stuff today, very scary stuff. No, I'm thinking. What I'm trying to say is that I think this country was like a fictional country. It wasn't like
it wasn't based off
Uganda,
of like
India,
Europe,
It wasn't anything crazy.
Anything like that.
No.
I guess when it's like a horror movie or where there's like crazy stuff going on, that can make a country look really bad, even though it's all fictional or whatever.
It had like a Russian, Indian, like Colombian feel. Like it was.
It's probably its own original type of just
Or the combination of a few things.
Yeah, that's tight, man. What would you give it the Ryan rating?
Welcome back to the Ryan rating. I'm your host, Ryan Hernia. If I had to give Infinity Pool a rating, I would probably give it a solid 8. I liked it a lot. I think the concept was really, really cool. I think there were some parts that lagged a little bit. But overall, it was really good. They had great graphic, visual imagery. It made you uncomfortable the whole time, which is like that's what it was trying to do. You know, it was trying to do that. So if you were looking for a movie that make you feel a little bit scared, a little uncomfortable, a little bit like what if, you know what I mean? Go check out Infinity Pool. It is solid, but also if you have a weak stomach, they barely got that movie approved. There's this one point where they do like these mega hard drugs, and they don't ever really come off of it. They're just like fucking high for the rest of the movie.
You want to hear some like a really crazy gut twisting article I read?
I want to hear about it, yes.
Yeah, dog, it's crazy. Okay, so kind of in the same like vibe of that, but in the real world, not actual clonings or whatever. Just like kind of makes your gut feel like, oh my god. So I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I read this article. You know, those contests, those car contests where like it's a group of people, they kind of put their hands on the car, and last one to take their hand off, they win the car, right?
Oh, like Mr. Beast?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Mr. Beast does a lot of that where he puts you in a circle or you put your hand on a car and, you know, you just see how long you could do it. And the last person that puts their hand off wins the item, car, or whatever. In 2005, I read this article. In 2005 in Austin, Texas, there was a car competition with a local car dealership, right? It was like some gross, ugly truck or something like that. You know, it's 2005. People do whatever. They had a competition. Everybody was putting their hands on it, but no one was giving. Everybody was like, no, I want this car. 3 days, it lasted like over like a week, but I actually think it ended after the third day because 3 days into the competition, this guy took his hand off the car, immediately walked over to a gun store, bought a shotgun, and shot himself in the face. Like deadass. In Austin, Texas, 2005. Is that crazy?
Wait, why?
He must have just been like psychologically like keeping your hand and your body in one place for 3 days straight. I don't know the food situation. I don't know the water situation. Isn't that bonkers?
Yeah, I would like to know more.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell me more.
That's all the information I know. I mean, it was an Austin. It was back in the day. I'm not saying like that happened a lot back in the day, but it was just at like a local car dealership in Austin, Texas. The guy walked into the Kmart. I didn't even know they sell guns at Kmart. He bought like a nice shotgun, which is just weird that you could just walk into a Kmart and buy a shotgun. And then he shot himself in the face. Is that bonkers?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they canceled the competition after he did that.
Do you know a competition is being canceled right now?
What?
I read part of it, but I don't know the whole thing, so I'm not going to elaborate like I'm some sort of expert. But I read on like it's sort of like BuzzFeed / like Snapchat like.
Is it 4chan?
News. No,
it's not 4chan.
So basically, there was you've seen Squid? Have you seen Squid Game?
I've seen Squid Game.
Have you really seen Squid Game?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. So Netflix, it was so popular that Netflix decided to do like a live action Squid Game competition, like live action, like actual competition, Squid Game. According to some of these articles that have been coming out, the contestants have been complaining and have been reporting that they're being treated really poorly, and the environment's really harsh, and they're doing like a lot of it in like Antarctica and some shit.
Really?
And it's like super fucking cold apparently.
Well, it's Antarctica, so I would imagine.
Did you? Yeah. Did you enjoy Squid Game?
I like Squid Game. It was it was Squid Game. Everybody loved Squid Game back in the day, and they love that.
A year and a half ago.
Was that back in the day? No, it was more than that. When did it come out?
I was here when it came out. This apartment.
You were at this location.
So that must have been under 2 years ago.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. It was bonkers. It was definitely like one of those shows where it like twisted your mind. Like psychological, whatever, physical. Because like I didn't see any of that stuff coming. I like all the twists and the turns. I was like, what was your favorite game in Squid Game? Like if you could play in real life, what would it be? Because I feel like I would be so bad at the cookie one. I would be so bad at it.
Oh, we have steady hands. We're artists.
Yeah.
Our hands. Look how steady my hand is.
I think knowing.
Look at that.
Well,
Look how steady my hand is.
That's a steady hand. Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I'm gonna jerk off again.
No, not again. That's the 5th time today.
I know.
I would say, what's a good game? I would say, I mean, the tug of war one.
There's what was it? You said tug of war, right?
There's tug of war.
There was red light, green light.
I would mess up red light, green light.
There was
hardcore.
Yeah, because you're colorblind.
No, like mess it up. Like I would destroy red light, green light.
Oh, okay. So
yeah. It's like a term. Like, I'm gonna mess that up.
Oh, sorry. I'm 35. What was the one where they all paired up together and they played childhood games?
Yeah. So they had the marbles and they got to come up with their own like different games.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
And then
there's the glass one where they have to hop.
They had to find the pathway.
Yeah, the glass pane to glass pane. What's like if you're going first, you already know like you're fucked.
Right.
What else was there?
There was one in the rain. The final one was in the rain.
Yes. I know what you're talking
I
about.
can't remember anyone else.
Yeah, we're old, man.
Well, it was only a year and a half ago. Anyway, the last one took place in the rain. It was actually called the Squid Game.
Yeah,
right?
the Squid Game's the last one.
Okay, so you're not gonna believe me.
Let me hear it. You were in the Squid Games.
What a cool story that would be, huh?
Right.
You're not gonna believe me. You ready for this?
Yeah, let me hear it.
You better put your big boy pants on.
Oh, they're on.
Well, let me finish my joke. All right, start over.
Okay.
You better put your big boy pants on because you're about to shit.
Okay, go on. Is that it? That's not it.
That's a snippet for TikTok Reels and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, okay, so I watched Squid Game
Mm-hmm.
probably like a year and a half before it came out.
Before?
Yep.
Illegally.
Nope. So
you got invited out there.
Theoretically, I watched it. So before Squid Game, we had Alice in Borderlands.
Oh, that's not Squid. Shut up.
Have
I mean,
you watched it?
yes, I actually thought you meant like you got a sneak preview.
No.
Okay, Alice in Borderland. No, I haven't seen it, but I heard of it.
So it's basically just like I would say probably like a more hardcore Squid Game.
More hardcore?
More hardcore, dude. Like Squid Game softcore. This is hardcore.
Oh, not hardcore. So is it basically the same thing, same games and all that?
It's kind of. So this guy and his 3 friends, get transported to a alternate version of Tokyo, and they're forced to play these games. And you can die in these games, but if you survive, your passport, like your card, gets extended by like 3 days usually. And so if you beat a game, you can chill for 3 days.
Okay.
And in this alternate world of Tokyo, it's everyone in Tokyo is a player. There's no stores open. There's no homes open. All the doors are locked. But it's like an empty Tokyo, and everyone you see is a player. So you have to enter certain games to extend your life. And if you go too long without entering a game, you die basically. And the way you die is that a laser from like heaven shoots you in the head, and you like just like right through your head. It's awesome. I watched this like whole first season, and then like 6 months, like a year later ish, Squid Games comes out.
Oh my gosh, I wonder how much inspiration it had on it, or if it was just a thing back then.
It's kind of funny because like they're both pretty similar concepts, but Squid Game blew the fuck up.
Yeah, it did. I think it's so not random because obviously it has to be like a good, entertaining show or something for it to blow up. But yeah,
the games though were really unique. I think they're more unique than Squid Game. So the first one was that they're placed in a room, right? And the room has 2 doors.
Yeah.
And one will shotgun you to death, and the other one will lead to the next room. And each room has like patterns. So there'll be like a poster right here, and then maybe like a wall stain right here. And you have to kind of go through each room, figuring out the patterns so you don't die. Oh, and then so also, if you don't choose a room within like a set amount of time, that room starts filling up with gas. So you go to the next room, and then you close the door, and then your time starts over, and that room starts filling up with gas in a certain amount of time. So that's the first game. You have to try to make it out of these rooms without getting killed by either the gas or the shotguns.
That's crazy.
Right, it's crazy. And then the second one is that there's like a 10-story apartment building, and there's a killer with a shotgun.
They just really love their shotguns.
Japan loves their shotguns. They
love their shotguns.
And so people are parkouring through this building, avoiding the guy with the shotgun. And And there's certain safe. If you touch like a wall, like a certain wall or something, you're safe. But you have to survive each round. And so like there's 100 people that start this game, and I think like 25 walk away.
Oh my gosh.
Something like that. So this guy just walks around the shotgun and trying to find you.
Wait, so is there a prize at the end, like whoever wins, or is it like are they forced to play it?
So this is the weird part. There's no prize.
Then why are they doing it?
There's no to stay alive.
Oh, so they're getting forced.
Right, because if your passport, like you get like a digital timer, if your passport reaches 0 for your days you have left, you die. And like a satellite like shoots a laser through your brain.
Oh, damn.
And so every game is pretty hardcore too.
Yeah, so they just have to survive. That's like their thing is like.
And yeah, they're trying to get home. They're trying to get home, but then some people are hinting at like.
I guess that's the reward. Is getting home to your friends and family.
Yeah,
that's a good reward.
It's a solid series. It's pretty serious. Like it's more. I think it's more hardcore than Squid Game for sure.
Damn, that's crazy. Do you think those have like? Because remember when Hunger Games came out, everybody was kind of doing something similar.
That was a big thing for a while.
Yeah. Do you think that Alice in Borderland, right, and Squid Game kind of took inspiration from like Hunger Games? Because they're kind of similar, but it's more of a battle royale rather than like mini games or whatever.
Oh yeah, that is battle royale, huh?
Yeah, because like they just put a group of people in there, and whoever is the last one wins. Kind of the same as like Squid Games or Alice in Borderland.
Right. Every game's different though, for sure, because you can all win or you can all die. Basically.
Yeah, it's like it's a more elaborate version of like a Hunger Games or something, or more creative.
Yeah. I think potentially it took some liberties and some inspiration from Hunger Games, just because it was a manga for a few years before it became a live action. I think it's a Korean adaptation. So it's good. It's good. The games are scarier and sadder, and people get shot up more. And but the ideas and the trickery and like how interesting it all is. It's really good. Oh my gosh, there's this one game. Okay, last
okay,
part.
Let me hear. Let me hear.
No,
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
It's great. Okay, so there's a big group of people, right?
Let me hear it.
And there's like a lobby area, and then there's your cells.
Yeah.
So think of like a prison basically, where you can walk out of your cell and then go back in. You have like I think like 1 hour outside of your cell. You need to go back into your cell for a minute. So everyone has a headband, right? In the back of your headband, there is a symbol. It's either a spade, a clover, what's the one? A heart. What's the one? You know.
Oh, you just think like
no.
From cards?
It's a symbol.
Oh, okay.
The card symbols. What is it? The diamond, spade, clover, heart. So you're 1 of 4, right? This part's crazy. So, you get headband. You get your 1 of 4 symbols, and you have to go back into your cell and tell the computer where your symbol is, but you can't see it. So you're depending on people around you. You're depending on people around you to tell you what it is,
and they can mess you over, right?
Yeah. Let's say me and Brady are playing. I can be like, Brady be like, hey Ryan, what's my symbol? And he's a heart. I'm like, oh, you're a clover. And then our time runs out. We go back to our cell, and he says, computer, I'm a clover. Or but I say you're clover,
clover,
right?
yeah.
But you're actually a heart.
Yeah.
Instantly, your brain will blow up. Instantly, your head blows the fuck up, and it shows everything too.
So there's time limit, and can you ask as many people?
You can ask many people, and then in this couple episodes, they start forming factions and they start forming groups.
Yeah,
and they start doing each other to kind of like hold dominance, and they do so much.
Like doing each other.
Yeah, there's like people have like there's like mind games going on.
That's
kind of
crazy.
And people are crying, and like they're forming like groups to like help each other win and stuff like that.
Man, you watch some crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's wild. So that one was a crazy game.
Those shows don't miss. All because it's not a Korean drama, but it's like a Korean made thrilling game show, I guess you could say.
Right. And I liked it. I haven't finished the second season. The second season just came out.
Yeah.
So if you like the first season, the second season just came out probably like a month ago. I'm like halfway through it or not more. So it's solid.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. I like it a lot. The main character's kind of a bitch, but whatever.
Hey, aren't they all? Aren't they all?
Yeah.
I think it's about that time to segue into this.
I feel like I talked a lot.
You did, but I'm like, we got to talk about anime sometime. I was like...
Wait, hold on. I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad.
I feel bad.
I could talk. I could lead the second part.
How about you tell me something that's been on your mind and your heart, just real quick, so I don't feel like I've talked this whole time.
Something what's been on my mind, my heart. Love.
What did you watch recently that wasn't anime and manga?
My love for you. That's what's been on my mind and my heart.
Okay, what's been?
You can't put me on the spot like this, man.
Okay,
you could kiss me.
Let me think of something.
You know what I did rewatch though? I rewatched the Steven Universe movie.
Oh, okay.
Super random.
It's kind of like a musical.
Yeah, super random. I love that. I love the shit out of the Steven Universe movie. I watched it when it aired, like on Cartoon Network. Like,
Me too.
Yeah, I
you know what? I have a funny story where I was. But go ahead.
No, I was just like, I forget. I think I was at my mom's house for some reason, and then I was just like, oh shit, it's on. And then like there was like the smallest TV in the house. I'm like huddle up against it. I'm like, no one bother me. I need to watch this.
Yeah, and it's so funny because you're like the most normal looking person ever, and then like you we love anime, manga, and Steven Universe. And
I
stuff like
love
that.
Steven Universe.
I have a funny story about Steven Universe, but I don't want to steal your thunder. So tell me more about your mom's house.
2-bedroom house, 5-bed.
No, it's more than 2 bedrooms.
It's 5-bed actually. It's a 2-story house, 5-bed, 3-bath.
How many dogs?
2 dogs, 600 square feet.
You don't know anything about square feet, do you?
It just goes up.
It's
just one.
I've been to your mom's house. It's
600 square feet, and it just goes straight up.
Add like a 2 in front of that 6.
2.6. Oh,
that would still be huge.
2,000.
Yeah.
And 600.
Yeah, that's more. That's closer to what you have.
Tell me your crazy thing about Steven Universe.
So no one's gonna believe this, and that's okay.
I don't believe it.
But man. I watched it once by myself.
Uh-huh.
I think me and my sister watched it once by myself. I love Steven Universe.
Yeah, it's the best.
If you haven't seen Steven Universe yet, it's a fantastic cartoon produced by Cartoon Network, and at first it seems kind of silly, but like it really has a ton of great morals and love.
It's crazy how like the first 3 episodes kind of draw you in. Like, yeah, it's some stupid kid doing stupid
it's just
things.
Some silly kid.
And then like it takes a turn. Like, what?
Yeah, you see this kid grow up a lot.
Yeah, and you see them grow up, but it still keeps that lighthearted tone with serious like aspects of it.
Yeah, for sure. And so after like a successful 4 seasons, I want to say, they popped out a movie, and so me and my sister watched it, and then I think like. My sister used to work for this really famous YouTuber in LA. And so we went to go to his house for a few days, and we watched it at his house. I'm just going to name drop. We're not that big yet.
Do it, name drop it.
We went to the Odd Ones house. The Odd Ones Out.
James from the Odd Ones Out?
Yeah, James from the Odd Ones Out. We went to
the huge-ass corporation, the Odd Ones Out Corporation of...
Is that a thing?
Yeah, James, the president of the Odd Ones Out Corporation.
Is that really a thing?
No, it's not.
Okay, I was like, really? So my sister used to work for as like assistant animator for this huge YouTuber named the Odd Ones Out.
That's cool, man.
And he has like I think like 15 or 16 million subscribers right now.
He's great. He's a great.
Anyway, we watched it at his place too. But I was thinking myself, I was thinking to myself like, oh, thank God I already watched this movie because. This guy talks a lot during the movie. Like
he was just chatting it up.
So many questions. Yeah, he's a talker during movies and TV shows.
Oh, wow.
And he was asking all these questions.
That's not bad, depending on like how much you really want to enjoy the show.
I don't like talking during movies. I mean, maybe a little whispers like, "Wow, that was really cool." Yeah. Or like, "Hey, I'm gonna get some popcorn. Do you want anything?"
Yeah. Hey, this movie's really boring. You wanna go across the way and see everything all at once, everywhere.
Do you want to go docking at my parents' house?
Yeah, man. That sounds great. Yeah, man. But the good thing you already saw it. But
yeah, kind of crazy though, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, you knew that. You know that.
I know that. Like your sister worked for James.
I'm kind of associated, not super associated with him. We don't really talk on a daily basis or anything.
No, but that's cool. That's still a really cool relationship and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like no one's gonna believe me, and that's okay.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
And I'm a good friend of yours, and I still don't believe you.
I've literally snapped you.
Nope, don't believe anything what Ryan says. Don't believe it at all. Look at that face. Is that face you could trust? Is that face you would give your baby infant to hold? Can your baby infant hold that guy up? I don't think he can. Anyway, you know what? This is the part of the podcast. I kind of want to just dive deep into anime, man. I've been feeling that anime drive inside of me.
Before
I want to talk about it.
Do you want to take a quick ad break and then we come back?
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these ads. They're a bunch of lovely ads.
And go.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Terrence James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
we're back.
We're back. I hope you guys liked those ads. They were fun.
Super amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure they were really informative and really honest, and I think they're going to be really beneficial for the society of humans.
And hopefully not at all like a joke.
No, it definitely won't be like a crazy meme or TikTok. It'll be. I think it's really going to move this generation of people forward in the human evolution.
It's going to move my bowels forward.
Yeah, it is. You know what else moves your bowels forward?
Laxatives.
Yes. And some good anime topics.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that segue. I've been practicing in my bedroom. Bedroom at night. I just like underneath the covers. Like,
and your wife's like, "Can you shut the fuck up?"
I'm like, "I'm working. Do you want me to put food on this table?"
She's like, "You can't even read, let alone work."
Yeah, you can't even love. She's gonna watch this and she's gonna be like,
She's like,
wow, I really do love my husband.
You and I both know she's not gonna watch this.
Here's a good topic.
Wait.
What? Why? I've been trying to segue into anime.
You thought that first half was really weak. Wait until how strong we bring it this half. All right, go ahead, Brady.
Okay, for the people who are still in here, I got a great question for you. Well, I kind of already talked to you about, but this could be anime. I want it to be anime related, but if it's not, it's okay. So nowadays, there's this term what a bunch of the kiddos use. The term is called so and so having the dog in them. Yeah, like Ryan, you have the dog in you, or James across the street, he's got the dog in him. Okay, maybe not that type of dog. Okay, definitely not that type of dog. But a quick definition for having the dog in you, it's basically a menace to society. Someone who is looking for distraction on and off the course. Basically, someone who just wants the smoke 24/7 can go up against the whole squad. So, Ryan, my question to you is, what character, fictional character, anime character, has the dog in them?
Probably early Eren Yeager.
Eren Yeager had that. He was.
Early.
That's so good.
I would say early because like he's always like, I'm gonna kill all the Titans.
Bro, that man had no fear. He wanted to kill all the Titans. He would just jump in.
Right.
Even before like he got good with like his gear or even turning into a Titan or whatever. Spoilers, whatever. Grow up. But yeah, he wanted the smoke. He did not care.
No, I agree. So Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan was definitely the I'll take on the whole squad kind of dude. And then at one point, like I think like mid-series, he took on like 3 Titans. Like you saw him brawling it out.
Even after the time skip to the final season. Not to go into spoilers because that one is pretty recent. I would say the final season, even though there's 12 parts now at the point of this recording, he wants the smoke against the whole world.
Yeah, I would say also when he revealed to Reiner that he has been among them for a long time. Remember, they're underneath the stage.
Oh yeah,
and he was like,
he didn't care.
He was like. Let me ask you this, Reiner. What did he say? He was like, why is my mom dead and you're alive still? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, very well.
I think he's a living, breathing representation of having a menace. Just being a menace, having that dog in there.
Right. And then the following episode, he fought the shifting Titan and he fought the armor Titan at the same time.
And the Jaw Titan, right?
Oh, and the Jaw Titan.
Yeah,
dude, this guy took on the squad.
Yeah, he was a menace to society. He took. Is this spoilers? Are we allowed to talk about this? Everybody's seen it. Anyway.
You're putting a spoiler alert like, on the screen.
There is a spoiler. Remember when he got done with the shifting Titan? And then she put herself in that crystal.
Dude, what an absolute...
So he took the Jaw Titan and he was using it like a nutcracker. He was just drinking the blood of the shifting Titan.
Absolute menace.
Bro, a menace to society. That man has the dog in him.
No. I gotta go after this too.
Okay.
We'll finish this.
No, Aaron just... he's a dog.
Aaron,
he's like, if he was any type of dog, just a menacing,
like, even crazier too?
Yeah.
I feel like all his friends and all of Marley... No, not Marley. All of Paradise.
Yeah.
All his homies and the whole army... Even if they were on his side, he would still move forward with his plan because he's
care.
He's like, fuck him.
He does not care one bit.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm doing what I want to do. He's a menace, menace.
And like no one, if anyone told him no, it was like, okay, that's cute. Like,
No,
I'm
he
still
does
gonna
not
do
care.
it.
He does not care. It gets later on where you're like, who's his friend and who's not his friend?
Right.
Like,
It's like
what side is he on?
I think overall he uses everyone. He uses his brother, his friends, his allies, his own secret army, the Jaegerists. Like, he uses them all.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped to see like how it wraps up.
Me too.
Anime. It's gonna be crazy.
As much as we spoil it, we don't even know how it ends.
No, we don't. I don't read the manga. You don't read. I mean, I don't know if you read the manga.
I've seen like some spoilers, but I don't really like.
I want to watch the anime.
I don't want to go into it too much.
The anime's gonna. I mean, if they don't keep on dragging it on, they're gonna. It's gonna blow up. If they don't go on to like 13, 14 seasons.
Final part 8.
Final part 28.5.6.
2. Now with Knuckles.
Now with Knuckles.
Do you have one? I want to hear from you first.
So I got a couple. Just people who have the dog in them.
Wait, just give me one. No,
Yeah. I'm trying to think because I got a couple, but here's a really crazy one. I think Bakugo from My Hero Academia. That man's got the dog in him.
Yeah.
He doesn't matter. His brain literally makes him think that he is the best there is.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't matter if he's just in school. He doesn't matter if he's outclassed or whatever. He will take on the whole squad.
Right.
If there's like 50 Nomus coming after him, he's taking all of those.
That's why in the second movie, the third movie, Todoroki and Deku both had to fight one bad guy.
Yeah.
And then Baku had to fight twins.
Oh
the
yeah!
twins with the knives?
I thought he was down.
like-
I thought he was like, this guy's not getting up.
Yeah.
And then, oh my gosh, yeah, he has the dog in them.
In season, I think 5, when he was teamed up with to fight Team B, he was like, "All right, just you guys stay out of my way. I'll handle this whole thing." Yeah. So he has like
He's got the dog
some
in
dog
them.
energy.
He's got the dog in them, and he might even have someone else in him. But that might be a spoiler.
Do you know who else has? You know who's a non-anime? What?
What?
What'd you say?
I said he has the dog in him, but he also might have someone else in him. But that's a spoiler.
He's 17.
Oh no, like in him. In him?
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Teacher's pet. Might have bleeped that one.
Okay, go on.
I'm sorry. What was it? This is not anime, but
There's multiple characters who has the dog in them.
right. Okay,
I got a non-anime one too.
I have 2 non-anime ones.
Okay, I got a bunch, but go on.
Okay,
You go, then I'll go.
we're not gonna talk about it too much about, but in Endgame, Captain America has like half a shield. He's like,
Oh, that man's got the dog
and
in
he's
him.
like, let's just do it.
That man, because that's before he even knew there was backup coming. He was bleeding all along here, like it was ripped open, and he just used his shield to like tighten up the wound.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, let's run this shit. He's like, I'm running the gauntlet, and it just shows him like a small silhouette of him and this huge army like surrounding him. I was like,
Dude, the
he
guy's
didn't
like-
care. He knew he was gonna die.
This guy's as strong as like maybe 2 or 3 pretty strong muscled head juice heads in the gym.
Okay, that beats my non-anime dog.
Okay, wait, I have one more. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, go.
All right,
Because
so-
that first one beats my non-anime dog.
Invincible,
Okay.
Omni-Man in the first episode.
Yeah.
Remember the first episode? He goes to the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, Omni-Man, he has the dog. He has the dog.
Dude, he's like he puts the dog in other people.
He might be the ideal motherfucker who has a dog in him.
Because dude, like. Remember the first episode?
Yeah.
He went to the Hall of Justice.
And he was looking for the smoke. He wasn't even looking for the smoke. He had the smoke in his hand.
Yeah.
And he was given the smoke.
The smoke was like, hey guys, he's coming. Hurry, hide.
Bro, he 1v what? It was 1v6 the
Yeah.
whole league.
Right, and then like 3 of them were like high powered.
Yeah. Remember the speedster guy who was just punching him and his fingers were breaking while he was punching? Then I think he like just grabbed his head and like
And
crushed
then
his head.
The Batman character, like he just like completely just manhandles.
Man, he
Dude.
has it. Or when he went over to the other alien planet who was invading Earth, and then he's like, Earth is not your planet to conquer. I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Explain yourself, young man.
Bro, that man's got the dog. Okay, well, both
dude,
of
Omni-Man, oh my gosh, dude. And now, towards the end, he had like the whole U.S. Army like shooting him up. He's like, look at them, Mark. Look what they have to do to replicate even one fraction of our power.
yeah, and you know he has the dog on it because that beating he gave Mark at the end of season 1. I was like, in front of the train? Come on, man. And the train?
The train.
They didn't need that.
Dude, it was so fucked up, Omni-Man, to be like, I don't care what happens to you, Mark. What do you think? I can just start over. Another 16 years ain't nothing to me.
He's like, think, Mark, think.
Dude, you're such an asshole, man.
Bro, he might be the top dog. I was thinking when you told me Captain America, I was like, okay, that's a top dog. But Omni-Man, he's the dog of dogs. He does not care.
A menace, not only this society, but other world societies.
No, yeah, he's a menace to all who knows him. He takes all the smoke wherever.
Yeah, he's like, I love your mother, Mark, but she's more like a pet to me, like a dog.
Yeah, how fucked up is that? That's fucked. Well, okay, I think both of you are speak mine, so I probably want. No, I just want Tommy Pickles.
Bruh.
Is that? See, that's why I didn't want to say mine.
We'll just be back after these messages.
No.
Okay. So, we're going to be giving away this bag to one random commenter, and that random winner is... Wow! So, this person right here, go ahead and DM us. Yeah, we're going to DM us. DM us or we'll reach out to you, but basically we want to send you this Chainsaw Man crossbody bag. You deserve it. Thank you so much for being a really cool, loyal, awesome viewer for episode 2 of the Snack Run podcast and probably even episode 3. So appreciate you so much. We're gonna send you this. We'll go right to your house and put it right in your mailbox because we can't pay for shipping. But yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Hey Ryan, it wasn't recorded. We're gonna have to redo it.
You're lying.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about the amazing anime you watched this week that you had. Okay, so Brady's been hyping up this series.
Oh, I've been hyping.
He's been hyping up this series all week.
Uh-huh.
He's like, bro, I have something to show you. I've been like watching this one show, and like I was kind of into it, but not really into it. So
yeah.
Without further ado, Brady, what the heck, bro? What's got you smiling like that, dog?
I'll tell you what got me smiling. I'll look to my audience. I'll tell you what got me hype, or I'm messing this up. I'll just cut this. I'll tell you what got me smiling like that. Okay, there's this new anime called season 1 came out. I believe it's complete. Oh yeah, just cough. Season 1 came out. I believe it's all complete. It's called Love After World Domination. Have you heard of it?
No, actually.
You haven't heard of it?
Love After World Domination?
Love After World Domination. Man.
So what genre is this again?
So it is a action rom-com comedy anime. So you know I love my rom-coms. You know I love my action. Let me give you a brief rundown of what it is.
Okay.
So it's called Love After World Domination. Basically, you're following this group of Power Rangers. They're straight up Mugen Power Rangers. They're super cool. They're called the Gelato 5.
What does that translate to?
Gelato 5. You know
gelato.
Yeah, you know the dessert gelato?
Yeah. The best a man can get.
Yes. So they're all based off of the just gelato flavor. So there's strawberry gelato. There's strawberry gelato. There is lime gelato. There is sparkling water gelato.
And this came out recently?
Yes, it is a Power Ranger
sparkling water
gelato. Yes, and
do you know
so
how bad that tastes?
You follow the main character. Fudo. He is red gelato, strawberry, the flavor of justice. You follow him. They fight against a secret organization ran by the Reaper Queen. The whole anime is all about Red Gelato secretly going out with the Reaper Queen without them all knowing. So it'll be like a big giant fight against the Gelato 5 and the Goons and the Reaper Queen. So Red Gelato and Reaper Queen, while their teams are fighting, they go out and they hold hands and they just like talk about their dates or whatever. It's super funny. The tone is amazing. How it will cut from one scene of them about to hold hands, and as soon as a team, because they're doing this all secretly, because obviously the good guys and the bad guys, they can't date or anything like that. So it's funny because the tone, because there's a scene where they're about to hold hands, and then the blue Power Ranger, Gelato, sparkling water, Gelato Blue, he like comes and peeks up at them, and it turns from like this romantic scene to like a godly Dragon Ball Z fight where they're just clashing hands, all this thunder and all this thunder music goes around them.
And they turn the animation to 100.
Oh, they turn it up all the way to 100. It has one of the best openings, one of the best animation. It is.
You've definitely sold me.
Oh, it's so funny because like, and then the Blue Gelato was just like, oh, you guys have it covered. I'll go fight the henchmen. And as soon as they leave, they go back to like just dating. And it's just super funny because the main gelato.
And does it wrap up in this season, or is it like ongoing?
It's ongoing, so it's super funny. It's like if you like saying Power Rangers, and if you like just the funny romantic comedy, it does such a good job at integrating like the serious fight scenes to like a funny romantic scene of them just trying to get like, because they both like Gelato Red, he's like a buff workout guy who doesn't know relationships, and the Reaper Queen, she's a villain, so she's never had like a real relationship ever because she's like this big bad like monster, but they fall in love.
You're rooting for their love, or you're rooting?
Oh, you're rooting for their love.
Okay.
It's just so funny. It is unbelievably funny. It's so great. So if you guys are wondering what it is, it's love after world domination. You follow Fudo and Desmi. She's the Reaper Queen. They have to secretly find out how to date one another while secretly fighting for their fractions.
If you're not sold at this point, I don't know what to tell you. I've never heard of it. I don't even know what it looks like.
Bro, it's Power Rangers. It's just straight Power Rangers, but they're all based off of different...
Animated, though, right?
Yeah. No, it's all anime. It's all anime. Just think of Power Rangers falling in love with the villains. And it's just the Red Ranger just trying to find love.
I don't even know, like, what did I even compare that to? I mean, also, I haven't watched a ton of romance ones.
Oh, it's so funny. And for some reason, because, sometimes romantic comedies are like, the opening's like, whatever.
So you love this one. Where'd you watch it on?
I love it.
Crunchyroll, Netflix?
Watch on Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll?
There's English dub, Portuguese dub, Japanese dub. All types of dubs are out for it.
All of our Portuguese fans out there?
All the dubs are out. And it's crazy because you think like, the opening's going to be whatever. It busts open with a straight rap song. And then it goes into like a soft female melody. And, it's so great. You got to watch it.
You definitely sold me. Like, I definitely have to watch this, like, right now.
Yeah, because before I was watching, I was like, this seems silly. Maybe I'll watch it for the podcast. Then I would be rooting in my seat, like, go Red Gelato, strawberry, the flavor of justice.
Yeah. I know exactly how it feels. I told you. Like 2 weeks ago, I was on the treadmill, right?
Okay, running.
And like I like running, but like
who doesn't?
But like when you watch a good anime or a good podcast or like a good whatever, like you can run like you turn up.
Like people watching this podcast are on the treadmill.
If you're on the treadmill right now, I want you to turn the fuck up right now. I want you to win one for the team, baby.
Yeah, turn around, do back sprints.
I want you to do the backstroke on the treadmill, all right?
You're in the gym, you just see someone like flopping on the treadmill like a dead fish.
Funny podcast man told me to do it. Okay, so I was on the treadmill like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And, bro, you probably heard this little diddly called Blue Lock. And
Blue Block?
No, you dumb bitch. Blue Lock.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah. And by the way, the Blue Lock is real. All right, just throwing it out there.
That's what the Japanese World Cup said. Or the team who was.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Okay. So, Blue Lock is a soccer anime, and basically, I was on the treadmill and I was watching. It's like the mid-series finale, the mid-season finale.
Yeah.
The mid-season finale.
That's all, folks.
And that was actually pretty good.
Thank you, man.
Maybe someone should make TikTok clip that, make it a sound. Okay, so what I want to say is that like I was watching it and it was a super duper intense soccer match between the worst team in the league and the best team in the league, and I was so fucking into it. I started clapping and like screaming while I was
in the middle of the gym.
While I was on my treadmill.
Just in the middle of the gym.
Also, by the way, like still running really fast.
Yeah, probably little kids walking in the gym like scary buff man scares me.
Yes, scary white Hispanic man, no good.
That's awesome, man.
I was definitely that guy. I was like, fuck yeah, I was like, fuck him up, dude, let's go. Itagagi, that's my boy, and stuff like that. And,
yeah, man, I don't know why. I've been putting off Blue Lock for like the longest time.
It's probably because Haikyuu in your heart is so high up there.
I love
that
Haikyuu.
It's hard for you to maybe give another sports series a chance.
That might be it. It might be something ingrained into my brain, like, oh, I love haiku. Nothing could beat haiku. I think deep inside, I'm afraid.
This series isn't trying to beat either, by the way.
Yeah, it's just
that
trying to beat
series
itself.
is like, oh, friendship, brotherhood. Let's have a good time. Ooh, girls.
Ooh, girls.
And in this soccer anime, they're not trying to make you build friends. They're actually trying to make you crush each other.
Oh, that's nice.
And
Good for them.
There's like 100 people in Blue Lock, and only one person walks out, and they join the Olympic soccer team.
Okay.
So they're training one person to join the Olympic soccer team. And they say stuff like, you have to be selfish, you have to have an ego, you have to want it more than anyone else. And your teammates, they're helping you right now, but when your time comes, fuck them. Like
oh, shit.
And there's people stealing from their own teammates. There's the main character literally says fuck off like twice.
Oh shit.
And the coach is like, if you can't hack it, literally fucking leave. He says that, dude.
That's bonkers.
It's a really intense series.
Oh my gosh.
And no one's really friends. They're friends like until to use each other.
Do you think at the end they're like, once when they win it all, they're gonna be like, and the best thing we learned while playing soccer was our friendship. They give each other like a Chris high five and then freeze frame on them like high five in the air.
Yeah.
They're like best friends. Do you think it's gonna be like that?
No.
One
of them uses the rules to his advantage. And basically you can advance in the Blue Lock and your team can all go home. So he makes a deal with the other team and he betrays his current team to let them score a few points. They both advance, and his whole team goes home. And so basically, there's a traitor on their team, and they beat the shit out of the traitor.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought this was soccer.
Yeah, well, in the locker room, they fuck him up.
Well, good for them. That's awesome.
Anyway, it's not like a friendship anime. It's like a cutthroat series about soccer players, and you're on like week 9. You haven't watched it yet, so.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How long? Because you said you started reading the manga, right?
Oh yeah, I love it so much. I started reading the manga.
You're crazy for that. Because my rule is it has a mind-boggling, mind-throwing anime. Don't read the manga.
That's correct. But the manga is way better than the anime.
That would never happen. That's just like nothing.
Oh yeah.
No,
I'm kidding.
Brady. I'm kidding.
Would you rather just read One Piece, or do you want to watch it too?
I want to have my cake and eat it. That's what I'm gonna say.
No, that's not the same. That's not how you use that.
I want to have my cake and eat it.
No, you were asking for 2 cakes. That's what you were asking for.
I want to have a vanilla cake and a red velvet cake. I want both.
Right. So you want to read One Piece. You want to watch One Piece.
Yes.
All right.
I want to read One Piece for the pacing. Watch One Piece for the prettiness.
Right, because One Piece's anime does it better than the manga. Yes or no?
It's in certain aspects. Since it's such a long series, Oda is a Goda, but his art has faded away over time. It's still wonderful, still respectful, but you could lose out some art.
You think his art is worse now than it was?
Oh yes, 100%. 100%. But the story has improved. But the pacing in the manga is so much better than in an anime because Toei, if it's not animation and just like getting it out there, they don't know what they're doing. The pacing is terrible in the anime.
Really?
It's just because.
Do you think it's because they're milking it?
Yes, it could be 100% they're milking it, but it's so rewarding right now because the manga might not look the prettiest, but the pacing's good, and it's kind of a trade-off for the anime. The pacing's terrible, but it looks drop dead gorgeous. It's breaking the internet in 2023. There's a lot of crazy shit that's about to happen in 2023.
Right, you keep telling me about that.
It's gonna break the internet, man.
You should have like your own segment on the podcast where you just do like, and this week in One Piece.
I probably will. Yeah.
I can probably do that for My Hero because I've read it, I own it, and I watch it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it'd be kind of fun.
Let's do it. I think we got to wrap up this podcast.
But My Hero's about to wrap up, so there's like no.
You got to start it now.
I had like 5 episodes.
Or you review every single chapter.
How long we have on the podcast right now?
Yeah, I mean it's our podcast, man. So we could.
How long is it right now?
About hour, 1 minute.
Oh, I definitely have to talk. I haven't even told you about my series that I watched this week.
I almost forgot. I'm sorry. I almost wrapped up. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you better. You took up 35 minutes just to talk about One Piece.
Fist bump.
Fist pump.
Come on. Okay, tell me about your series.
Okay, so like probably like 4 days ago, I was like Brady,
and I was like, yes.
He was like, yes. You know, he's with his 3-foot wife. They're chilling at home. He's like holding her up to get something off the shelf, and I'm like, dude, I put on this series in the background, just for a little background noise as I'm drawing my iPad or cooking something,
doing your thing.
And it's season 2. I watched season 1, but season 1 was like such a what the fuck.
You got blue ball me, or you just gonna tell me?
I watched the most addicting and simultaneously shittiest anime I think Netflix has to offer, potentially.
Netflix. Oh, it's Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Yep.
Okay, let's hear it.
The Records of Ragnarok.
Oh, I seen that.
Have you seen it?
I love it, actually. I love it. I haven't
Have
seen...
you watched season 1?
All season 1. I think they just came out with a couple more episodes. I haven't seen that.
They dropped season 2.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
And
but
so,
season 1, it was so shitty, it was good. I loved how, like, just...
Right.
Yeah, go on.
So, real quick. Records of Ragnarok has like the most basic storyline. It's like all the Chinese gods, Indian gods, Christian gods, all
gods.
Every kind of god. There's only one Christian god. I'm sorry. Every kind of god that you can think of, like Norse gods, like Chinese, Japanese, every kind of god, like in fiction and real life, come together and they're like, you know what? Fuck it. We're done with the human race. Let's kill them. And then like a few of the Valkyries from like, what is that? That's like Norse gods. They're like, no. Let's give them a fighting chance. And so crazy things happen.
Yeah.
Like Zeus versus Adam. And they call Adam the son of man. Or the son of, or the human, whatever. Yeah. Adam from Adam and Eve. And so like basically humans from all across of history and gods from all across any kind of fiction or real life, and they fight each other in the Ragnarok arena.
Yeah.
And there's some crazy cool fights.
It's crazy because what I remember from it, it's just like 1v1 fights against these crazy gods and these crazy humans throughout history. Like I think the
from all kinds of histories.
Oh
too.
yeah. I think a couple of the ones I remember was Hercules versus that. I believe it was Hercules versus Jack the Ripper.
That's the new one.
That's the new one. Yes,
yeah.
It was Hercules versus Jack the Ripper. Then Adam, the first human against.
Yeah, the big fight was Adam versus Zeus.
It's cool because all these Valkyries, they're like, okay, just to give these humans like a fighting shot, they're all turned into like weapons. Right. What the humans could get upper level on the gods.
The concept is that nothing can pierce a god's skin, a god's body, and so Valkyries, which are like, I don't know, what they like demi-humans, like demi-angels.
Yeah.
They have the ability to turn into weapons according to like what the warrior calls for, and so Adam chooses Knuckles, brass knuckles, to fight Zeus.
That's so cool.
And that was a really cool fight.
And each of them have like certain abilities, what kind of goes back to like their heritage or just like their life or whatever. Like Adam, he has like an infinite like stop or something like that, where he could like slow down stuff to a 0.000001 of a second or something like that.
And so and then like it's also really cool because like they'll bring back their like obviously Adam's been dead for like a couple thousand.
The first one dead.
Well, I mean, like in real life,
first one dead.
God's been dead, or Adam's been dead forever. But they'll bring him back, and they'll bring back his family and his friends to watch.
Oh, I do love that. Stand. Yeah, I do love that. It'll be like, they do that.
His sons were like, what were those two guys called again?
I forget.
Anyway, his actual biblical sons, and then also Eve. Eve is in the stand, and his two actual biblical sons are all sitting with him as he fights Zeus, and it's like what the fuck, and it's really cool. And then the new season, okay, I started it. And I was like, you know what? I remember this. It's a really cool concept.
Yeah,
it's a great concept.
It's absolutely mind blowing. Like I think the only great because for some reason it's one of those where it's so stupid, it's entertaining.
Right, but it's plagued. Yeah. By like some real cut corner animation, like some real shit animation.
Yeah, like
I see some frames are like this.
You're just watching. You're just watching pictures at that. And then every so often they'll throw like an extra $20 into the budget, and then you'll get like 3 more frames.
Right, and I'm dead ass. Like it'd be like, oh, he's charging up for the biggest punch in history. It's like this. And then the second frame's like this.
Yeah, you're just watching a PowerPoint. Watching a PowerPoint, then you got to rewind it. It's like, did I miss like a frame?
It has like the coolest, most simplest concept ever. But it is, like I said, plagued by like kind of like a little bit cheesy writing and also for sure cheesy animation. But the first fight of season 2 is pretty solid. It was. Did you watch it? It was Hercules versus Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. I saw that one. crazy. Jack the Ripper. And it's so cool that they take these people from history and then they also take whatever mythical gods or something like that, and then they kind of like turn all their like craziness up to 20 because they don't look like what you might think.
Jack the Ripper was so smart.
He was so smart with his strings and stuff like that.
Right, and how his Valkyrie weapon was his gloves.
Yeah,
which can turn anything into a lethal holy weapon that can pierce Hercules.
So cool. Yeah,
and Hercules has some cool powers too.
Yeah, and just like how like the mythical gods look like. Definitely to like what in our culture what we might think they might look like. I think they showed like a little clip of what like Hades looks like. What
Hades is up there too.
Yeah, what Hades look like. What their Buddha looks like or something like that.
What's that girl's hermaphrodites?
Yeah,
she has like these massive titties.
Oh yeah, and I think like she like sits. She has like bodyguards who just holds up her titties.
Yeah, she has like these like statues that hold up her tits, and they're just like huge tits.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it's definitely like if you want to lose some brain cells, that's one to watch.
It's like it's the most bingeable fucking series on Netflix.
Yeah,
but like it is a little bit like you said, like a PowerPoint, like just like a flash.
Yeah.
Some of it's kind of rough.
Yeah, if you just want something stupid
and mindless,
stupid or mindless, if you need like that new Dragon Ball Z serotonin in your brain, just watch it. It'll give you the same type of serotonin.
Yeah, I actually like both fights. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I could not stop watching it. It was one of those shows that I was like, damn, I had to see the next episode. I have to see what happens next.
I think I binged like season 1 in 2 days.
Yeah, same. I finished the season 2 in 2 sittings. It's only 10 episodes, so it's really not that much. If you're a binger, you can hack this in like 3 hours.
Yeah, if you're like that hardcore like anime fan, you could hack it down. Yeah, you can skip the openings, watch it in like 30 minutes.
So that series is great. I like the second round. I forgot his name, but he's the greatest sumo wrestler in
yeah.
The greatest sumo wrestler to ever come out, and then versus the Indian god of destruction.
Is that crazy?
And he's the purple guy with 4 arms.
Yeah. I forget his name, but just every fight, it's so unique. Like, oh, I wouldn't think they would have that like type of power or stuff like or those type of techniques or that type of weapon or whatever.
They almost only borrow their names.
Literally, it's almost that because like what like they're supposed to look like or anything like that, they look nothing like it. Their techniques and stuff like that, how it like gave Adam like this huge like tragic like backstory and stuff like that.
They made Adam like a skinny pale blonde dude.
Yeah,
which like I mean, could have been,
but he was sexy,
but probably not. Maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I haven't seen Adam in a while.
Yeah, we should give him a call.
And one more thing I want to say about this was that. Oh yeah, in the middle of the Jack the Ripper versus Hercules fight, Jack the Ripper is they make him out to be like an intelligent like person who makes a lot of tricks and does a lot of like mysterious weird fighting. And he starts to quote Shakespeare, and then William H. Shakespeare is in the crowd.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, he's in the crowd.
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So have you seen season 2?
Yeah, I will just the first part with Jack. I haven't watched anything after that because I'm like, man, this Jack guy, he's crazy.
Did you see how that one ended?
Yes. I don't know. I was kind of baked when I watched it.
Are you really?
Yeah. Why not?
I know you got high.
No, I don't.
Do you want to give me homework?
Yeah, man. Here's a good homework for you. I got nothing on my mind.
Okay. Let me see. I want you to watch the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
With no, that's stupid. Okay, I want you, Brady, to let's just skip ahead to the part where we figure out each other's. Okay, and we're back, Brady.
Yes, Ryan.
Your homework.
Let me hear it.
By next week is to watch at minimum 6 episodes.
6. That's like 4 more than 2.
You told me to watch 10 episodes of Spy Family like last week.
Oh, because it's good.
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Your homework by next week is to watch minimum 6 episodes.
6.
A Blue Lock.
Oh, that's a good one. Because I am interested.
And keep it manageable too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you have to watch like all of One Piece by next week. Like don't.
Yeah. So I need you to watch all of One Piece by next week. about this? How about this? This is a good one. I want you to watch the last 2 most recent episodes of One Piece and let me know what you think. As a not like long-term or no fan, basically not knowing a lot about One Piece, just randomly log in, watch the last 2 episodes of One Piece.
I can.
Yeah.
The only thing about it is that, like, 1, I'm not going to know what's going on. And
Exactly.
2, like, it probably won't convince me. I'll probably just be happy that it's all flashy and cool.
Yeah, so that's what I want you to experience, like the glory right now, even though you don't have a clue what's going on.
Are the last 2 episodes good?
Oh, amazing! Last 450 episodes are amazing.
Oh, yeah. So it takes 700 episodes to get good? Is that what you're saying?
Can you not have better episodes? Because there's better episodes. There's amazing episodes. They're godly episodes. Last 2 episodes been godly. Last 400 episodes been amazing. Before that, preach time skip. Ooh.
All right.
I don't have that much time to talk, but ooh.
So my Brady's homework, 6 episodes of Blue Lock, which I think you'll get hooked. I think you will get hooked.
Yeah.
And then 2 episodes of last 2 episodes of One Piece.
Yep.
And then for our group homework.
Oh, we have group homework.
Right. So I think we're gonna do The Last of Us, or do you want to do Megan? Do you have something else you want?
Yeah,
to
let's watch the first episode of The Last of Us.
2 episodes.
2 episodes. You
We're
seem
gonna-
hype about it, so let's do it.
Well, because everyone's saying it's good shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We are a pop culture anime movie podcast. Like, we have to keep up.
Mm-hmm. It looks good. The games was good. I cried during the games.
He cried during the games, but he just cries when, like, people forget to put mayonnaise on his sandwich and stuff like that.
Ooh, don't forget my mayonnaise.
Hey, sir, excuse me. He said he wants mayonnaise.
All right, guys.
He said no pickles.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in to this week's podcast.
Is there any last thoughts, Brady? I know you like how I put you on the spot.
Yeah, man. Just don't forget my mayonnaise. You know how I get. I get raging.
Mm-hmm.
Anger.
He gets a raging cock when
anger. I get anger. Anky. Cutsies.
What's your weirdest turn on?
Turn on.
Is it your midget ass wife?
Okay, now you're just getting disrespectful.
Just kidding.
I'm not like edit. Like, is it your midget? Bleep 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 bleep.
Like midget fetish.
This is gonna be a lot of editing.
No, we don't have to edit anything.
Lot.
How about you guys in the comments down below? Let Brady know what you think his weirdest turn on is, and we'll see you guys next time on the Snack Run podcast.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.